At nagbabalik po kami dito sa Premier Volleyball League Reinforced Conference. This is match number 2 between our Tacloban Fighting Warays and our Balipure Purist Water Defenders and News 1. Nakuha nga ng ating Purist Water Defenders yung second set at ganun pa din yung kwentuhan. Naghahabol yung ating Fighting Warays sa dulo. Yun nga lang talaga, nauna na talaga at nakausad na itong ating Purist Water Defenders.
Tama ka dyan. And what's good for the Water Defenders actually is how they were able to dictate the pace of the game despite the fact that they're, you know, the much younger team. Meanwhile, para naman dito sa Tacloban Fighting Warays, I think what they probably did not expect, that this would be the turnout of the match. And we also heard some of the players na sinasabi, hindi tayo ganito maglaro eh. So it's all about, it is a mind game at this point in time because skill-wise, there's no question that these girls are very good. They're highly competitive. It's just that the execution is poor for today's game. Yun nga, kung titignan natin, Cinch, the stats for that last set, halos pantay lang ang attack points. But what worked for the Water Defenders is that they had very good blocking at the net, scoring 4 points in set number 2. It actually really helped them, dahil ang blocking bukod sa puntos, confidence booster din yan. And I guess nadala yung Water Defenders in that set, so they were the more consistent team actually.
At saka yung mga single block ng mga youngsters natin dito sa panig ng ating Water Defenders, talagang hindi lang ikaw yung matutuwa doon, kundi pati yung teammates mo na excite para sa dun sa teammate nila. Uy, na-block mo yung import. Lakas.
So, the energy is overflowing actually on the side of the Water Defenders.
And so what would you say is missing on the side naman of our Fighting Warays?
I think, for one, I keep on saying this, skill-wise, there is no question. We have the best players fielded here for the Fighting Warays. But I think it's really the mindset. Once they commit an error, Cinch, tuloy-tuloy yung error eh. Hindi sila nakaka-recover agad. And I guess, in the first 2 sets, what we saw is that hinayaan nilang mag-take ng lead ang Balipure Water Defenders. So, because of that, nahirapan din silang humabol. So they weren't dictating the pace of the game, which I think in this case, they should be the ones.
Yeah, because being the more veteran team,
exactly, oo.
With the more veteran players, dapat gamay na nila kung paano nila lalaroin itong mga bata. Pero baliktad yung nangyayari in our first 2 sets. And looking at our court right now, I'm observing, it looks like ito na yung adjustment ni Coach Ness Pamilar. Ginawa niya ng gitna itong si Hiapa Amporn. At Abel is in here as a utility spiker. So these are some adjustments that Coach Ness has applied before. We've seen this in the first game that they had. And let's see how this will work dito sa ating third set.
Of course, match-up also matters. How this particular rotation would match up against the Water Defenders.
And that's where coaching works. Pero mukhang ngayon, block is on the side of our Tacloban Fighting Warays. Pero bago yan, puntahan muna natin si Roxy Monte Alegre.
Sinj and Ann, kanina you were talking about one of the key players of Water Defenders, which is their libero, Jennifer Nierva. At nakwento nga niya kanina sa akin that her biggest motivation playing for this conference is learning a lot from her coaches, teammates, and veterans, especially about passing techniques. And more than anything, it's about striking a balance between her student-athlete life. She's a senior high school taking up the business track, but at the same time growing here as a volleyball player. And one of another player to note that's only 15 years old is actually Micaela Belen, showing us with her exceptional statistics that definitely age is just a number. Sinj and Ann?
Ay nako, napakagandang mga players naman yung pinoint out dito ni Roxy. Speaking about Nierva, she is really showing a lot of skill here. Hindi lang siya natututo at mukhang na-absorb niya na lahat kasi number 1 siya sa receptions sa buong liga so far. That's as of May 16. At number 3 siya sa digging.
Wow.
Pumunta naman tayo dun sa isang binanggit ni Roxy na si Belen. Belen, who is a grade 11 player, is number 24 in scoring at kapantay lang niya, tabla lang niya sa number 24 spot. As of Wednesday, is Shola Alvarez, who's playing here on the other side para sa Tacloban Fighting Warays. So, very great players na pinick out ni Roxy dito. And definitely, some future stars that we're going to watch out for.
Definitely. I'm sure a lot of the viewers out there, very interesting for them to find out about yung mga tidbits na ganyan about our players. Also inspiring the younger volleyball players na looking at these youngsters battling it out with more experienced players.
And I hope this serves as inspiration for girls na hindi dahil nasa high school ka lang hindi kaya makipagsabayan sa mga matatanda. Kasi doon ka matututo kung makikipagsabayan ka doon sa mga matatanda, makilaro ka sa mga matatanda at doon lumalakas ang isang player by
The exposure.
polishing.
That's right. Kaya naman itong Tacloban Fighting Warays ngayon bumabawi talaga, making sure that they are able to get the lead this time around.
Pero sumusubok humabol itong ating Purest Water defenders, and right on cue, Jay Johnson marks the 4th point para dito sa NU squad. 3 puntos na lang hinahabol nila. Now have number 12 from the Purest Water defenders, Eliza Solomon.
Look at that serve.
More first ball para dito sa ating Fighting Warays. That helps Matthew score from the middle.
Balipure slowly closing that gap.
Sayang, right now, the Fighting Warays need to work on their first ball. Sayang ang presence ng kanilang import in front if they're unable to pick up the ball properly.
But lucky breaks of the game give the first technical timeout to our Tacloban Fighting Warays. Magbabalik mo kami dito sa Premier Volleyball League Reinforced Conference. And we are back here on the Premier Volleyball League. It is an electrifying summer shopping experience at the Trinoma Green Light Sale. Happening today and tomorrow. Enjoy great deals from the participating brands and get a chance to win exciting summer getaways from Skyjet, Seda, Vertis North, and Sandbox Alviera. Oh, titingnan natin kung makakahabol pa tayo dyan sa Trinoma.
Parang may bala ka.
Malapit lang naman sa bahay. Mga 3 tumbling lang yan. Pero mukhang papahabain pa to ng ating Fighting Warays as a service ace is awarded to Shola Alvarez, the NCAA 93 MVP. She's still on the service line.
They just need to be more consistent here in this set.
They go to Johnson on the open side and she's still unstoppable. Wala dyan sa side ng open.
Napakataas lang talaga ng porsyento, if she gets the ball. May mga players mataas yung porsyento. Hindi sila nagko-commit ng errors, but the likelihood of getting a point is on the average. But Johnson, really, every time she gets her hand on the ball,
Talagang lulusot at lulusot
Oo,
At mahirap hawakan. Pero ito, pasangpan with a running play. She goes down the line there. That's probably the spark that her team needs. And let's see kung effective ba yan para dito sa Fighting Warays. Abil on the service. Cagante on the quick play. That's inside for Matthews. Ay kaba na lumabas yung huling play na yun.
it was right there, saktong-sakto sa sideline. I think, what's working for the Fighting Warays, they need to maximize the fast plays. Lalo nahihirapan na humabol itong water defenders.
Pero syempre, nagsisimula yan sa magandang first ball. Solomon, back row, pinuto ni Shola Alvarez. Prado on the other side, trying to score. But the net touch gives a free point para sa ating Fighting Warays. Substitution is called in here. Lalabas muna si Ivy Laksima para kay Rose Doria. Ang kanilang mga ate mula sa NU League.
Ate nila.
Imagine mo, ate
Playing
na.
alongside their ate.
The ates and the babies.
Oh.
Imagine.
Yan ang totoong ates and
Oo.
babies.
Pero imagine mo, yung mga napapanood lang natin sa UAP, ate na ngayon.
Ako, paano pa ako?
Ate pa din. We are all ates and kuyas. Or maybe wag tayo masyadong lumapit dito sa mga players ito. But let's go back to the match. Robles from the back row, picked up by Abel. Inangat dito. Hinag dito kay Prado.
Oh.
Prado with her usual energy. Ayan na, nagbabalik na ang energy ng ating Fighting Warays.
Ito yung hinahanap ni Coach Miss. Na pagka-agresibo from
Ay,
his
adjustment
players.
ni Prado doon. Pero tumawag ng timeout dito si Coach Babes Castillo. Pakinggan natin ito. Kasi
The momentum is not good anymore. Why you continue that? Stop it and move on to the next. It's not about me, right? Principles are like gravity. It's not my law, it's nature's law. Very simple, right? Okay, pay attention to that. Okay, now, so that means we will have to work harder. Okay, raise up your pass. Let's go. National U.
Science class na ang
Okay,
pinuntahan.
gravity.
Yan, ang sinasabi niya yung momentum.
Tama naman.
Dapat
Very good point.
hindi sabayan yung momentum. And napakaganda. Siguro napakagandang maging coach ni Coach Babes na dahil learning experience talaga in all aspects of life, not just in sports.
That's true. But it's nice how he's breaking things down also for his team so that he can grasp ano ba talaga yung nangyayari, ano yung dapat na gagawin nila.
And I think that's the advantage if you're coming from a high school program. Kailangan mong maging very clear sa pag-explain dito sa mga bata para alam nila kung saan sila mag-aayos.
Tama. And you'll see that difference, Coach Ness handling his team now and Coach Babes handling his team now. Dahil syempre Coach Ness is looking after a team of more experienced players. You'll see that his approach is actually very different.
Tsaka usually paalala na lang eh.
Oo,
Sabi nga ni
paalala
Coach
na lang.
Ness, yung sistema na lang niya yung kailangan gumana kasi ginagawa naman na nila yan eh sa training. Going back to our match, Jovelyn Prado very silent dito sa ating match. 3 points pa lamang ang nagagawa. But the water defenders score off the block there. 5 puntos na lang ay nahabol dito ng ating water defenders. Bella Belen on the service line. He was the top scorer in 2 games ago, rather. Ayan na, scoring itong si Kyle Negrito. Kanyang 9-point quota in their last game. Lumalabas.
But you're talking about the setters, Negrito with a 22% success rate pagdating sa kanyang setting. But what's notable actually is if we look at the stats also of Kagande, performing at about 42% success rate pagdating sa kanyang sets.
Wow, napakagandang performance for a very young player. And looking at it in the league's aspect, si Kagande is ranked number 3 in setting next to Janet Serafica and Gia Morado lang naman.
It must feel so good. And I mean, for these players who, when they see the stats, of course, feel very good. Ron must be very proud also.
At titingnan natin kung anong mga adjustments pa ang makikita natin dito dahil nauna ang ating Tacloban Fighting Warays sa second technical timeout. Magbabalik po kami dito sa SNA. At nagbabalik po kami dito sa Premier Volleyball League Reinforced Conference. You are still watching the matchup between our Tacloban Fighting Warays and the Balipure NU Purist Water Defenders. It is set number 3 already of this match. And the first 2 sets ay nakuha ng ating Purist Water Defenders. Ngayon naman, nanguna ang ating Fighting Warays. And so far, anong nanonotice mo na gumagana para dito sa ating Fighting Warays kaya sila ang may lead dito sa ating third set?
So I think for one, better defense and better pickup ng kanilang bola. Kaya mas maraming plays na na-execute itong Fighting Warays. On top of that, I think the players who were silent in the first 2 sets now really back on track. And just looking at the numbers, even their setter who plays a non-scoring position, si Negrito has been scoring. So she is actually one of the top scorers here in set number 3 with 3 points, followed by Alvarez with 2.
And that's what you get when you have an aggressive center like Negrito. Like 9 points ba naman in 4 sets in the last match. Looking at the match, they still have that 6-point comfort of a lead.
Oo.
So let's see kung anong mga creativity naman sa plays. Kasi usually ito na yung times na pwede silang maglaro sa plays. Ooh.
But an error from Abil.
That risk that you take now when you do some creativity in your play, hindi ka na po porsyento. So, high risk, high returns. Substitution here. Roma Doromal enters for Alyssa Solomon. And we have a tweet here from Salmer Dalubahan. Go, 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 Balipure watching all the way from San Ricardo, Southern Leyte. Nako, magandang hapon sa inyo dyan. We have another tweet here on the side of the Purest Water Defenders. Go Johnson watching all the way from Bago City, Negros Occidental. O halong ka mo, iha sa Negros. And we have another tweet here from Carl Aldipolio. Go Fighting Warays, kaya nyo yan. Ayan, kompleto na ba? At kompleto na nga ang mga fans natin from both sides.
Definitely, and ito nga magandang nagigising ang Tacloban Fighting Warays. It's a good comeback and a good turnaround here in the third set. I'm sure their fans are hoping that they will be consistent and they'll be able to sustain this energy hanggat sa matapos itong set na to.
At titingnan natin kung tuloy-tuloy yan because that was an emphatic hit coming from Fa Sangpan. She has been going to that running hit at napakaganda nung porsyento niya sa running so far.
It's good that Negrito has that great connection already. No? Maganda na yung connection nila.
Yun yung mahirap i-build. Pero ito, may connection din daw sila sa kabilang panig. Kagande and Alexis Matthews making that quick play. 5 puntos ang inahabol dito ng ating Purest Water Defenders. Matthews now on the service line. Itong si Alexis Matthews played for Michigan State. Negrito trying to score again there. Soft touch galing dito kay Jay. And Negrito on the second try.
Really
Has an offensive mind also when she gets that chance.
I bet you Negrito was a spiker before. Nung mga grade school siguro to spiker to.
Yan ang alam na for college players, ano, marami sa college players ang nako-convert yung position. So whether it's from a scoring position to a non-scoring position, maaari ding from an outside hitter to a middle spiker, yun yung mga kailangan i-adapt.
We've seen a lot of that. Then Lazaro na magaling na libero, dating gitna ng CSA. So, marami tayong nakikitang ganyan. Si Princess Geyser, center na naging libero. So, very interesting yung mga ganyang conversion. Pero ito, interesting din. Balikan natin yung last play. Yung sais ni Johnson na tumagos sa block nitong si P. Jackie. What a great elevation from Johnson there in that last play. Let's go back to our match here. Free ball ang binigay doon ni Nierva. They go to the open side kay Prado, but she is denied by Solomon, and that's in para sa ating Purest Water Defenders.
It's, look at that block. We mentioned how this was a strength in the previous set para sa Water Defenders.
Saktong-sakto lang sa
Oo.
linya yung pasok ng bola.
And when you look at blocking, it's all about timing really. Wala yan sa height eh.
That's true.
Of course, height is an advantage, but it's all about timing.
But speaking of timing, tumawag ng timeout itong si Coach Nes Pamilar. Pakinggan po natin ito.
Dumulo ka rin, ikaw ang dumulo, ikaw bumlock dun, ha? So, asarap ka, di ba? First to agad mo nakakakunin mo. So, receive na maganda muna. Papalit ako ng dalawa. Tignan mo muna, discard. Kaya mo tatlo, magiging spiker mo ka discard. Or pag-alanganin ng receive, taas mo na po, sento mo na tawagin yung spiker. Sige, tara.
Tapos tayo, tapos.
Sige, shot. Dalawa.
Coach Nes nahabol na dito ng kabilang komponent kaya tumawag ng timeout. That's a momentum breaker na timeout. Ika nga natin. At magandang reminders ng mga teammates dito ng first 6 natin na tapusin natin to tapos tayo. Ika nga nila.
Panapos ang hinahanap nila, and there were some substitutions. Tignan natin kung ano ang magiging return ng Fighting Warays.
Looking at the excellent sets, Kagande lording it up here with 33 excellent sets.
Yema, with a good call on that play.
Villema is the veteran setter of Coach Roger Goriev for San Sebastian in the NCAA. Prado now on the service line with a 4-point lead. They go to Solomon. And that scores of a check ball para dito sa ating Purest Water Defenders. And
Fierce Water Defenders, hindi natatakot, no? No sign of getting intimidated despite the fact that they're actually down.
And that's what you like about young players. They have the grit.
And that's what I love about experienced players like Aborn.
Hindi din magpapatalo.
Hindi magpapatalo. Just look at this attack.
Talagang kitang-kita niyo yung kamay ng blockers.
Oo eh.
Sabi niya, akala mo, alam na alam pa rin yung mga ganyan.
Oh, and the target, you really see that she's targeting a specific area. That's where she wants the ball to land.
Let's go back to our play here. Negrito is back in for a full front line. Johnson with a soft touch, and that works. Para dito sa Purest Water Defenders, kumakatok na talaga itong ating water defenders dito. Let's go back to that play. They go up to Johnson. Right elevation. Doesn't hit it strong, but smart placing of the ball worked. Looking at the set 3 attacks. Tabla pa lang tayo sa attacks, pero mabante na dito ang ating Tacloban Fighting Warays ng isang attack point that helps Amporn's team at 2-point disadvantage, rather 2 points na lang ang kailangan nila para makuha ang set ito. That calls Coach Babes for a timeout. Pakinggan po natin ito.
He's gonna push us again all the way back. So shuffle, 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 overhead or behind the ball. Okay, still a good challenge. I think 6 points can be done. I saw one time 24-19. We won, right? Let's go, let's go, let's go. National U.
Water defenders.
We have young kids here enjoying the action dito sa Premier Volleyball League Reinforced Conference. Set number 3 na po to, mga kapamilya. Kung kakasama nyo lang po sa amin, nakuha po ng ating Purest Water Defenders ang first 2 sets na sumusubok humabol ang ating Fighting Warays. Ngayon, baliktad na yung kwento. Itong ating Fighting Warays naman ang hinahabol na ng ating Purest Water Defenders, and we now have Amporn on the service line. Pickup was there from Belen. They go to the quick kay Matthews. Nakuha yun ni Shola, ni Prado rather, pero wala nang naghabol ng second ball.
But, you know, if you're the side of the Fighting Warays for Coach Ness, ito yung gusto nila na sila yung hahabulin ng water defenders.
Pero syempre, klarong-klaro naman yung instructions doon ni Coach Babes kanina, nakakahabol daw sila ng 1924. So, huwag maliitin tong mga bagets.
Oh!
Just on cue there, itong si Johnson.
1 point at a time, yan ang tatrabahuhin nila. But of course, this just means that there's also no room for errors for the water defenders.
Grabe, halos first line yun, Ann.
Kasya nga yata ako sa ilalim ng talon niya. Pwede ako maglakad sa ilalim.
Try natin yun mamaya.
Pwede.
I-challenge natin siya. But let's go back to our ball game. Set point para dito sa Tacloban. Titingnan natin kung yung pep talk ni Coach Babes gagana kaya para dito sa ating water defenders. Alvarez now on the service line. Floater from Alvarez. Johnson catches up to it. Free ball ang bibigay dito ni Cagante. Negrito goes on the running kay Sangpan. She is denied there. For the first time, denied si Sangpan sa running play niya.
So fighting to the end, itong water defenders. Look at that block. Blocking has been a strength for the water defenders in this match.
At mukhang yan yung kailangan abangan ng mga future teams na kalaban nitong water defenders, yung strong wall. And on cue, on the second time, Matthews naman ang nag-block. Balikan natin yung action na yun, no? Great blocking there, and another timeout is called here by Coach Ness Pamilar. Pakinggan po natin ito.
So, siksikin mo rito. Dahil siksikin mo, dito mo na patalunin si Pa, dito mo na pagkombinasyonin. Patalunan mo na, kaya mo sumama rito yung malaking blocker, kaya mo kay Joby rito yung maliit. Dito mo padaanin, ha? Sige, dito tayo rumisip pag ganito, ha? Sige.
Isa lang tubig lang. PRC tayo.
Very specific instructions ang binigay doon ni Coach Ness. Hindi ko lang sure kung naintindihan yun ni Fa dahil kasama siya sa instructions.
Siguro meron na silang some sort of understanding. But again, they just need 1 point to close out this set. If any, the pressure is on the side of the water defenders.
Pero kumakatok lang itong ating water defenders. 2 puntos lang yan. Isipin mo, Prado trying to end the set up. And that gives the third set to our Tacloban Fighting Warays. Balikan natin yung last three. Napakaganda nung smart move na yung ginawa ni Prado. Lumusot na lang siya sa blockers with that high leap. There was a touch there on the side of our water defenders, but nobody home for the second ball to lead for a setup. And that gives set number 3 to our fighting Warays. Titingnan natin kung ano magiging kwento ng set number 4 sa aming pagbabalik dito sa Premier Volleyball League Reinforced Conference.